Let's start by getting a feel for how the acrylic markers work on the fabric. I'm starting with a lighter pink and gradually introducing a darker pink and then purple as I work towards the base of the flower. When you're coloring, you can adjust the pressure you're using depending on the coverage you'd like. A lighter touch is great for putting down a softer first layer, while a little more controlled pressure can help you build a stronger, more opaque coverage. The bullet tip is a really versatile size for these bags. You can use more of the side of the tip to cover larger areas, then use the tip with a little more control when you're working around the edges or coloring smaller sections of the design. You'll notice I'm starting to blend my colors together. There are a couple of ways that you can approach this. You can work while the paint is still wet and gently bring your colors together for a softer blend, or you can let the first layer dry completely and then come back over it with another layer afterwards. There's no one perfect way to do it. Experiment with both and see which technique feels easiest and gives you the effect that you like best. And you don't need to worry about getting a completely perfect coverage on your first layer. We can always go back over it and build up the layers as we go. Once you've got your base color down, you can start adding a little more depth and dimension to your design. For this flower, I've started by coloring each petal with a medium purple to create my base layer. I'm then adding a darker purple right at the base of each petal. You only need a small amount. The darker color helps create some depth where the petals meet the center of the flower. To add some highlights, I'm using a bright pink towards the top of each petal. This adds a lovely pop of color and helps give the petals a more dimensional feel. You can keep these areas quite defined or gently blend them into your base color depending on the look you'd like to create. It's such a simple technique, but using a base color with a darker shade and a brighter highlight can really bring your flowers to life. Remember, you don't need to add lots. Sometimes just a little bit of color in the right places is enough.